Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Futures are green. You can see up 0.22%. Nasdaq, S&P 500 is up 0.9%. Bitcoin is flat, just went flat. It was down, touching the buy zone. You can see multiple times here. Just this morning around 6:22 a.m. Again touched the buy zone around 108.304, now bouncing off. Here are the levels. First resistance around 109. Let's say 1110. Then 110 500 and 111 250. This is only for day trading. Today's levels. Ethereum also very strong compared to Bitcoin. And let's review all the charts. You can see here S&P 500 is near sell zone. Nasdaq right now is also near sell zone. So look for a cool down. So look to buy cool down. Yesterday we had a very massive pump coming from the neutral line, and then we had a dump coming back to neutral line, and then again pump since then. So if we come back to neutral line somewhere around 21,394, that could be a good opportunity to buy. S&P 500, same story. If we come back to around 5917, that's a good area to buy as well. So let's look at now daily charts and see how things are going. Guys, please hit the like button. I really appreciate that. Only takes 1 second to hit the thumbs up button. This is S&P 500 index, SPY, cycle analysis. Okay, so let me fix this. So yeah, so we are going higher. We had a gap up yesterday. If we go to 1 hour chart, you can see here, massive gap up. Okay, so there's a gap left here. There's also a gap left here. This is going higher with leaving multiple gaps. So downside, you can see there's a big gap here, and big gap here. So just be careful. I think we will eventually get like a decline to fill some of these gaps. I don't know if this bottom gap will fill fully, but probably this gap will fill, and then this gap will fill at some point, but they might want to fill this top gap first. So I think looks like more likely than not, they want to go from here, yesterday close to filling this top gap, which is around 3.64%. And then today is NVDA earnings. So that could act as a catalyst to fill this top gap or bottom gap. We'll look at it very soon. And SPY, here is SPY. This is the ETF. The levels are here around 612.08. That's the gap on the top side, and 581, and then 565 are the gaps to the downside. This is live futures, and live futures looks like they are now going above this 10 moving average green line, and they are closing green, and looks like they want to go higher. Looks like they want to make a new all-time high. And this is Nasdaq. You can see similar close about 10 moving average. Very nice bounce yesterday. Now it looks like it wants to break out of this previous all-time high. And you can see even on 1 hour chart on Nasdaq, you can see very high, very nicely higher highs, higher lows, change in trend, now going higher. Now this previous resistance, you just need to close above that. So maybe market will close flat today and wait for NVDA earnings. We'll wait and watch. S&P 500, you can see same thing, higher highs, higher lows, and now it's going towards previous highs. So it looks like we'll wait and watch which way they want to take this market. Okay. Bitcoin here is this is daily chart looking very, very solid, finding support on this 10 moving average since about this time here, actually this breakout here on 11th of April. So since then, extremely bullish, just closing above this 10 moving average. You can see from here to top 41-42%. So we will see. I don't see any divergences yet. So we could make a new high with some divergence, and then we'll think about some decline. But for now, looks very solid. Looks like it wants to move higher to 141. Ethereum still not able to close above this blue line, which is 200 SMA. So just still struggling, bouncing off stuck between light blue and dark blue line, 200 EMA and SMA, just consolidating, waiting for these moving averages to catch up, and then eventually it's going to break out. It looks like. NVIDIA not able to close over this 135 resistance. You can see since I would say 14th of May, so more than a week, so almost 2 weeks, just stuck in this range. And I guess today's earning will tell us if we break out to a new all-time high or if we break down to fill some of these gaps. So if let's say if we break down, then the first gap fill is around 3% away, 132. The next gap fill is around 9% away, which is around 123. And then if we break out, new all-time high, previous all-time high is 13.5% away, about 153. One thing to note, we are in this range since time here June last year. Okay, so almost a year we are in this training range. You can see on a weekly basis, just going nowhere. So we developed a lot of momentum to go higher. Okay, so this is very rare on a big growth stock. So I think if we go to new all-time high, it's going to be very explosive move, in my opinion. Tesla also, you can see breaking out of this resistance yesterday. So this could be a maybe a precursor to NVIDIA, who knows? So you can see a nice flag here and now breaking out. Similar to NVIDIA, looks like it's making a nice flag here, gave time to moving averages to catch up, and probably it's ready to break out for a breakout. So we'll wait and watch. And next targets for Tesla is 388 and 402. Apple was up 2.53%. Still, this gap was not filled today. They're trying to fill that gap. And then still, I think Apple is one of the most underperformed tech stock this year. So still multiple gaps. And even since the close yesterday, if you even want to buy, we are looking at almost 29% pump to fill all these gaps. And that will eventually happen at some point. Toronto Stock Exchange new highs, nothing interesting here. Hang Seng Index just look like it wants to fill this gap around 22,800. So buy there if you want. Bond market finally taking a bid, and looks like a double bottom, and everything is looking good. Looks like it wants to go higher. In terms of commodity, US oil is again not able to close over this yellow resistance. So let's wait and watch. Looks like it might be forming inverse head and shoulder, but we need to wait for a breakout. Very, very weak here. US oil, natural gas, above all moving averages. Gold, again, finding support on this 20 moving average white line. Still could be a lower high. If it breaks below this previous low, 3127, then it's going probably to around 2700 to fill some of these gaps. Dollar, again in front of some resistances, so we'll wait and watch. If dollar bounces, that's going to put pressure on gold. Apart from that, MicroStrategy, you can see just was flat yesterday, maybe in the middle of nowhere. So maybe it wants to fill this bottom gap 352, or if they want to pump, they want to fill this 399.28 gap. We'll wait and watch. UNH, keeping an eye on it, looks like it wants to making some base, building some base. So waiting for moving averages to catch up. So it could be here for a while before it goes higher. So we'll wait and watch. And lastly, VIX. VIX is crushing. Let's see, 9 counts buy signal and then pump. And now if it crushes to 14, then we'll wait and watch for these signals to flash green again. And then that will be an indication that market could be going lower later on. Okay, guys, that's it for today. If there are any particular stocks you want me to review, put a comment. And if you want to know more about these zones, the stocks I'm buying and selling, you can join my Discord channel. There's a link in the description on bottom left side. Click join, and then let me know your user ID. When you join my Discord, let me know user ID used on YouTube, and then I will move you to member section where I share these levels every hour, and it can keep you on the right side of the trade. Okay, guys, bye.